sometimes it's come back with other ones just like itself. Yes, I found an artifact with it in the forest. Yes, it's truly a unique device. We don't know all of its possibilities, all of its potential, but we do know that it's highly valued by people who would love to take it away from me. And they've tried. They've tried for 13 years. And I will protect it with my life. And I'll do anything I can to keep it safe. And if that means me never touching it again, I'll keep it safe. Can I get to it? Yes, I have a process to where I can get to it. Do I believe it has a purpose? Absolutely. Do I know its full potential or what that purpose is? No, I don't. But do I believe that I was given a responsibility to take care of this? Absolutely I do. I've tried to give it back. I've tried to say, in my mind, physically and mentally, take this. Please take this back from me. When he's decided to join with me in my space, in this dimension, physically entering my world, I've said over and over and over, take this. This is yours. It's not mine. It's like, it's not even conceiving of what I'm saying. It's literally not an issue. But for some reason, I've been given some kind of responsibility. And so that's where it lies. I've learned that there's been other devices similar to it that have been seen and gathered around the world by other people, by other experiencers. It's not unique. There are a lot of artifacts, and I've seen some of them, but not all of them. I know that some of the most unique artifacts supposedly are kept by the Vatican in Rome, secretly held for a reason, never seeing the light of day again. Now there's people that believe that there's a reason for this. And it's speculation. But part of this is that it's about control and power of the masses of people. If you let this information out, you lose control. What control do you lose? You lose control of some of the basic foundations of our very existence. Christianity is based on the ideas that are held most sacred by the Catholic Church and or the Vatican. If you literally found out that some of that information was maybe not accurately portrayed or blatantly changed, then maybe that would rock the very foundation of their society, so much so that they'd lose control of their people would quit paying into the funding of their church and or their government, which is one of the strongest governments in the whole world. So you can theorize, you can imagine, you can speculate all you want. But I've gone out and talked to thousands of other people who have had contact. And I'm doing my best to bring this information to the people who care, to the people who want to know, to the people who want to sit down and talk about this. I'm more than willing to do that. There are some people that said that, Reed is running away. He's off, buried himself in a cave and he won't talk to anybody. Does it look like I'm not willing to talk to anybody? I'm willing to talk to anybody. I call people on the phone. I write emails to people. People who have read the book or seen the DVD, or people that just are afraid for themselves. I've contacted and talked to personally. On my dime, not on their dime. I'm not making any money off of it. Why? Well, because I care. Because I know the trauma that I've gone through, and I can only imagine what it feels like for other people. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm talking. That's why I'm spending the time to make sure people understand that I'm just another guy that this unusual circumstances happen to. You know, I'm not special. I'm not trying to be anything other than somebody who's willing to tell what happened to them. And literally to tell you that I made a lot of mistakes. And I probably still will. But I've got enough people around me who are taking care of me at the same time. And there is an organization out there, and I am part of that, that is based on this kind of truth, our truth, protecting our sanctity, our sanity, to know that we don't have to be alone. We don't have to be made to feel like, you know, we're some isolated case. That's what other people have done for me. That's what I've tried to do in return for many people. That's what I'm going to continue to do. So, thank you. I don't expect you to believe me. It doesn't bother me whether you do or don't. But for all those who have helped me, I sincerely thank you.
When you look at life, it's really quite chaotic at times and disjointed. And when you're dealing with circumstances of this case, it's even more so. It's even more disjointed. It's even more complex. You're dealing with death. You're dealing with life. You're dealing with direct communication with an entity. I prefer to use the term extraterrestrial, extradimensional, or entity, because I think we can understand that better. Alien to me has some negative connotations, so I prefer to go that route. Anyway, in writing the book, we took from the information we could take at that time from about 1,500 pages of writing and documentation and information, and we did the best we could to put it together. The book is more linear, but through this interview with Jonathan and myself, you'll see that things didn't happen exactly like that, because that's not the way life really is. And it's important. The most important thing isn't even the evidence. The most important thing is the human aspect, the visceral aspect of circumstances of this kind. It's very overwhelming. It's very overpowering. And with other people, they do want to know. A lot of people do want to know this, but a lot of people also let fear rule their lives. They just feel, let's look at the lights in the sky. Well, that's fine, but it's time to know what else is out there. We all know about the lights in the sky, and that's a safe bet, and that's a safe way of looking at things. They're all the way out there, we're all the way down here. But that's not what this case is about. This case is actually about pure contact with another entity, another creature from someplace other than our world, and someplace other than what we take in our perceptions as to be reality. So when you're dealing with that, you are a part of a complex process. There are many people that have experienced similar things, but they're not ready to talk about it. They'll talk about it with Jonathan because he's a kindred spirit with them. They understand his plight better than most. And talking to anybody and anybody's things they do, boxing or combat or teaching, there's a camaraderie between individuals that have experienced these things, these similar paradigms. But now what we're working with is really an exciting paradigm, but it's something that is so new and